Today in Irvine, a high-profile Drano poisoning case involving a dermatologist takes a surprising turn in court. I'm Garrett.
And I'm Leah.
Welcome to Laid Back Local, the news of the day with Leah and Garrett in Irvine. Let's dive right in. First up, an Orange County judge has dismissed the Drano poisoning case against dermatologist Emily Yu of Mission Viejo. In May 2026, the court tossed the indictment because prosecutors didn't present evidence that could have helped the defense during grand jury proceedings. A grand jury, a group of citizens who decide if there's enough evidence to formally charge someone. When the prosecution leaves out defense-friendly information, sometimes called exculpatory evidence, it can undermine the fairness of that process. Background here. The case dates to 2023 and centers on allegations that Yu tried to poison her husband, Dr. Jack Chen, at their Irvine home using Drano, which is a household drain cleaner. The defense has argued the accusations were part of a child custody dispute. The judge's decision doesn't mean the matter is over. The Orange County District Attorney's Office says it plans to refile the case, which means presenting the evidence again, likely to a new grand jury, this time including anything favorable to the defense. That's a curveball and sets up a challenging path ahead for both sides.
Let's unpack this. Fair legal proceedings matter. Full stop. If the prosecution left out evidence that could help the defense, that's not just a technicality. That goes to basic due process, which is the right to a fair and complete legal process. And when there's a child custody dispute woven in, the stakes are so personal. I'm wondering, why would prosecutors not present defense-friendly evidence to the grand jury in the first place?
Short answer, we don't know, and we shouldn't guess. Sometimes it's oversight, sometimes it's a strategic judgment that backfires. Either way, the judge made it clear the process has to be balanced. If the DA refiles, they'll need to show the full picture. Yeah, that checks out.
Okay, let's move on. Next up, Northwood softball claims its first ever CIF Southern Section title with a commanding 11-1 win over Grace of Simi Valley in May 2026 at Deanna Manning Stadium here in Irvine. Senior standout Natalie Keith anchored the defense and sparked the offense, and freshman pitcher Olivia Chen tossed a two-hitter, meaning only 2 hits allowed all game. That's poise under pressure. Coach Maddie Grimm credited strong fundamentals and team unity, and get this, she also plays infield professionally for the Atlanta Smoke. That dual role brings a sharp, pro-level standard to the high school diamond. The turning point was an 8-run 5th inning that blew the game open. It's extra impressive because Northwood missed the playoffs last year, yet came in seeded number 2 this season and finished the climb. Also, cool note, Keith has signed with Arizona for college. That's a big-time program.
That's pretty cool, right? From missing the playoffs to hoisting a championship trophy in a year shows how perseverance plus clean fundamentals will do it. And a freshman throwing a 2-hitter in a title game, that hits different. Big moment for Northwood and for Irvine softball fans who packed Deanna Manning Stadium. All right, let's roll on. Next up, Mater Dei junior Mateo Huarte just capped a perfect season by winning the CF Southern Section individual singles title in May 2026, beating Woodbridge senior Brady Talixon. Quick IDs. Huarte is committed to the University of Southern California, and Talixon is committed to Boise State. This is the first time since 2004 that a Mater Dei player has won the singles crown, which underscores how tough this field is year after year. Huarte also won the prestigious Ojai tournament earlier this season, so we're talking consistency against top competition. Fun family note, his grandfather is John Huarte, a Heisman Trophy winner in college football. In doubles, Corona Del Mar took second, while Peninsula's Colin Bringus and Eddie Fewer won the title. In short, Southern California tennis is stacked, and an undefeated run is rare because every match brings a new style and pressure point.
That's a story worth telling. Mater Dei's tradition stays strong, and an undefeated season is a mental marathon as much as a physical one. Match after match, you've got to reset, focus, and close. Also, breaking that singles title drought since 2004 gives the program a fresh milestone to rally around. What a finish. Switching gears just a little. Next up, Irvine High softball ends a 35-year championship drought with a 15-2 statement win over Arroyo in May 2026, also at Deanna Manning Stadium. Senior Harper Vandermolen went 3 for 5 with 5 runs batted in, meaning she drove in 5 runs, and pitcher Midori de los Santos threw a complete game, every inning from start to finish. It's dominance and composure in one package. This one's got layers. The team started 1-11, battled injuries, then surged. They even used frizzy cowboy hats as rally caps, those goofy hats players wear to spark momentum, and it clearly worked as a unifying ritual. First CIF-SS title since 1991. That's decades of waiting, and the celebration felt like the whole community exhaled at once.
I could get behind that idea, a little flair to keep the dugout loose. From 1-11 to champions is the definition of resilience. It's the season arc you tell future teams about. Time to put a bow on that performance and hang a banner. Last up, Pretend City Children's Museum in Irvine has opened the Wonder Studio, an interactive art space for kids that runs from May through September 2026. Quick definition: think hands-on creativity stations, painting, sculpting, and building. There's a community sculpture that grows as visitors add to it, and a kid gallery that showcases their work. The vibe is exploration over perfection. What stands out is they encourage messiness on purpose. Open-ended play, a simple term for play without strict rules, helps kids experiment and learn without fear of getting it wrong. So if you've got little artists who love to splash color, this is a green light.
That's close to the heart of it. Giving kids permission to make a mess lowers the pressure and raises curiosity. Real talk, that's how confidence grows. The community sculpture and the rotating kid gallery make it feel collaborative, like every visit leaves a little mark. That's a thread worth pulling on all summer.
Thanks for tuning in to Laid Back Local, the news of the day, with Leah and Garrett in Irvine.
Have a great day, and join us again tomorrow.